Hi everybody, my name is Brady and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I love when I get to start my videos saying that because it's always fun for me. I want to show you my favorite Twitter. Flags Mashup Bot. This is going to be kind of like a flag review thing, kind of not. What Flags Mashup Bot does, it creates flags. Every single day you'll get these new little mashup flags. You get the layout of one flag with the color scheme of another one. And it's become one of my favorite things. I'm really into it. So I want to show you a little bit of what they have, and we're going to see if any of these mashups work. Because obviously some of them work and some not as much. So let's check it out. Ooh, we got a brand new one 2 minutes ago. We got Brazil and Taiwan. So it's the Brazil layout and the Taiwanese color. That's kind of cool. I don't like it. I don't think this works, but I like seeing it. It's one of those things. That's why I like this so much. It takes a lot out of the Brazilian version because it removes the stars, it removes the banner thing, so it's just text laid in a kind of a crescent, a very small crescent across a white circle. I don't think this one necessarily works for me, and here in the corner we have the examples of the two flags that make it up. So if you want to see the two flags that make it up, you'll be able to see them right down here-ish. So that's cool. And they're always in the replies. So if you don't recognize a flag, like, what is that made out of? It's always in the reply. It's an amazing profile. So let's keep moving. Let's keep checking this out. We got Belarus and Timor slash Leste. Or that's a dash, not a slash. Okay. So the Belarus flag is something I was already not the biggest fan of. I mean, I kind of respect this little thing they got going over here on the side. But honestly, I think it worked better with having the white in there. I really like the Timor color. Actually, that's a flag that I really love. I think it's a damn good flag. It might be one of the favorites that I have checked out on flag reviews. So this one doesn't necessarily work for me, but let's keep moving. Let's see what else they got. Oh, we got Zimbabwe, Rhodesia, plus the Klingon Empire. So I'm not much of a Star Trek fan, though I've tried getting into it. That's interesting. Okay. I think this one kind of works. I think both of the original flags, let me take a look at them. That's an okay flag. That's interesting. And then we got that. That looks evil. I assume this one's the Klingon one. I like the layout of the Klingon one. I think this one works, though it's not as good as the original Klingon flag, in my opinion. Though it's much less intimidating, if that's what they're going for, if they want to be good guys, because that doesn't look like... Going black, white, and red, it's not always the best color if you want to be a good guy, I guess. Here we got Christmas Islands and Anguilla. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is interesting. I kind of like this. It's a bit much, but I think it might have... Let me look at the original one, actually. Yeah, I think I like the color scheme of the new one more than this one. And looking at the original, I don't really care too much for this, but it takes colors that generally work, red, white, and blue, and it made them work. And it even incorporated the goldish stuff in kind of a tasteful way, so I'm down with that. That's pretty cool. All right. Wallis and Futuna and Guyana. It's not Guyana, it's Guyana. Okay, that's interesting. All right, let's look at it close. This is weird because it's got like this corner flag thing, but it looks like somebody just didn't use the fill tool on this part because it matches this background. It's a bit messy in this context. It's clearly not supposed to be presented like this. I want to look at the others because I haven't seen the original versions here. Okay, it looks a little weird on this one too. I don't know if I like that. And then we got this one. I think this is a solid flag in the same way the East Timor one is a pretty good flag. But yeah, I don't know if I really like that one. Okay, we got Confederate States of America and the Republic of Independent Guyana from 1887 to 1904. That's a solid flag right there. I don't think that's too bad. We got, yeah, the parts seem to make sense here. It just kind of a. Let me look at the original version of the layout. I think that's something. Oh, it had a black thing on the side. I think that looks really cool too. I think both are pretty much equally good in my eyes. They give me a different feel. The other one feels a little bit more ominous, but that's just a color scheme thing. I think that one works. I like that. United Arab Emirates and New Zealand. Okay. I don't know if this works. Though I like the color scheme, I don't know if it worked. I don't know how much you can change the Union Jack. I know some people are not huge fans of the Union Jack, but I don't know if you can adjust the colors. I just don't think it necessarily works like that. The layout is already a little bit weird. New Zealand already has kind of a strange layout to begin with, having the Union Jack as just a corner piece. And I don't necessarily mind the stars, but it already wasn't one of my favorite layouts for a flag, and then you take a decent color scheme and make it a little weird. It's kind of Christmassy, though, so it's got that going for it. We got Norway and the Federated States of Micronesia. It's simple. I suppose it works. I don't think it's as good as either of the flags that make it up if you look down here. I think I like both of them more than this one, but it's a passable flag. That's kind of cool. I'm liking these. Ooh, what is this? Union of South American Nations and Goreo Bongi. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I think I'm going to have to look at both of these here. Like, this is fine. It looks kind of like a company logo, and I think I like the color scheme of the new flag more. But let me look at that other one. That looked like it had a lot going on. Ooh. That's a lot. That's kind of heavy. Not necessarily my style of flag, but the mashup version I think worked out for me. I think this looks better than the original version of this layout. I'm down. Ooh, Iraq and Portugal. And it took the Portuguese layout. And I've got mixed feelings about the Portuguese flag, but honestly, I think this might be better. I like the incorporation of the white and how it breaks up the red and the black. I think that's really cool. This might be a superior flag to the original Portuguese one. And I'm not totally against the Iraq flag. I don't really like having writing on flags, but I also don't like this thing going on here because it's a little too complicated. But I think it made a big improvement. I personally really do like how they use colors here. And I don't even really notice the fact that the blue and green don't necessarily work the best for me because it's a small detail among everything else, which I think was so vastly improved. All right. This is cool. I'm liking this. I should keep doing these. Is this a flag review? I think this is flag review. This is going to be like a 0.5 flag review. It'll be in the playlist. All right, what do we got here? Okay, this is dull. It looks like grass and sky. I think both other. Honestly, the Indonesia flag was never exciting. Like, we can all admit that. It's not very original either. It's basically the same thing as Poland and Monaco and I know there's one other, but yeah, it's an overdone flag design, so any translation's not going to be all that great. It's not necessarily awful, just not exciting. Okay, this one. Torres Strait Islanders plus State of Cambodia. Okay. This one looks like you took another flag and ran it through like a negative filter and ended up with this. Like, these are supposed to be white with little black outline things highlighting it. Let's look at the originals. I kind of like this one. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it, but I kind of like it. And there's this thing. It's kind of bougie for me, but okay. I don't necessarily like the product though. It doesn't necessarily. It looks a little weird. Like I said, it looks like it's thrown through a negative filter. All right, what is this? This may be an issue with the design itself. I think it makes more sense when you look at the original version. Green on white, it works a little. It really does scream Christmas. Everything screams Christmas for me right now, but this one especially. And then there's this. I need some time to think about what I feel about this one. I like the color scheme, but it's a bit busy for my liking. So this one's, not big into it. Okay, Cayman Islands and Morocco. Okay, I might like this more than the Morocco flag. I think white on blue looks better than dark green on red. I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave it at that one. That's an easy one for me to decide. International Atomic Energy Agency and Serbia. Okay, let's see the originals. I think it's on par with the original flag we have over here. What we have over here, though, ugh, that is way too bougie for my liking. This is one of those things that we get. Too much royal imagery gets my American blood boiling. It just doesn't work for me. But that's how we be. Oh, Democratic People's Republic of Korea and Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Oh, they matched the same flag, but it caused them to take different colors and just kind of flip them around a little. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's about as good as the original. I would say that is on par with the original. They're both pretty much equal in my mind. They both kind of work. I like how it flips the circle that the star is in. It didn't do anything weird like with the blue and put the blue somewhere it didn't belong. It's a very minimal change, and I'm down with it. Okay, we got Malawi and Pakistan. Okay, it's the Pakistan layout. I don't know if I like this as much. I think the white on that green, and I think the choice of green in the Pakistan flag, let's just take a look at that. I think this choice of green is better. It's a little darker, and it really makes that white pop. And this one, not much pops in it. I do kind of like the red on black, a little bit. There's elements that I like there, but I think this is worse than the original Pakistan flag. Palestine and the Union Jack of Scotland. And if you want to look, okay, let's take a look at the Union Jack of Scotland. I've seen this before, and it's kind of weird because it brings the white cross to the front rather than the back, and it just looks a little bit odd. I get it, though. I totally understand why it is like that, but I don't know. I don't know if you can mess with that. And the colors, it's okay. If you like the Union Jack, this could be okay. I think you're taking a weird version of the Union Jack, though, as well. That's another thing about it. Overall, it's alright. It's alright. I'm a little bit mixed on it. I don't know. Taiwan, mixed with People's Republic of Korea. It's like barely changed. It's like a slightly different shade of blue. I don't even need to open that to know that's like not even changed. And this one's hardly changed as well. It just kind of reversed the Luxembourg flag and made it slightly darker shades because the Luxembourg flag is very... They've got some bright shades. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's got some bright shades and it's very It's very toothpastey. It looks like a toothpaste thing. All right, let's do a few more. Oh, this one's interesting. That's an interesting choice of colors here. You don't usually get to see this. And it's in a very standard format. I want to look at this one. Yeah, I don't think I like that, but I think I like what it made a little bit more. It doesn't pop quite how I would like it to, but it's a unique color choice, and I can kind of respect that. All right, cool. Slovenia and India. Let's take a look. Okay. I think I like this more than the Slovenia flag. Maybe it's because it's just a different color scheme, one that I'm a little less used to. Because red, white, and blue, yeah, it is kind of done to death. So maybe I'm just more excited to see them change it up. And the India flag is one that I've always been kind of fond of. I think it's really cool. All right, we're gonna do three more flags. All right, we got British Virgin Islands, sorry, versus Liechtenstein. Gotcha. I think the colors didn't really work well. Putting the green and red on the crown, it just doesn't really work so well there. The original flag isn't that great either. Like, you look at this and it's not the best thing in the world. There's more creative flags out there, and the crown just feels kind of unnecessary. And the shades are unambitious, but I don't really care for this either. This is probably one of the worst flags that has the Union Jack in the corner. Maybe the worst. I don't know. There's some bad ones, but that one's not that great. Okay, we got two more. The First Order, that's Star Wars, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo from 03 to 06. Okay, let's take a look at this. It's very dark. It's very dark. I would like it if it were broken up by a slightly lighter color. That's one thing that this First Order flag does not do very well. It feels evil, and that's kind of probably what they were going for with Star Wars or whatever, but good to break it up with a light color. Maybe if they changed this with a white, it might have worked. I don't know. And like, that's solid. That's fine. I'm not crazy about it. It's just stars on a blue background, but it's okay. I think that's better than this version. I'd say no to this. We don't need it. And our last flag of the day is Australia and Guernsey. Okay. It's taking a red, white, and yellow thing and just making it red, white, and blue. I kind of like how it's broken up, though. I think that's a really good thing about the Guernsey layout. I don't really love the Australian flag. It's got that other thing, like, it's just a Union Jack in the corner and some interesting star placement, but it doesn't do that much for me. If you're going to have a cross on a flag, I think this is well done, and I think the white breaking up the red from the blue is really cool. If you compare it to this one over here, this one's pretty cool too. I don't know. Maybe I would swap the red and the white. I don't know. I kind of like having the powerful color here on the outside. And having a gold cross on white, for some reason that kind of... If you're doing crosses, I'd imagine there's some sort of a religious element there. So gold and white going together, it kind of gives me that holy vibe. But this works too, honestly. I think those are both fine. But I think I prefer this one. So I don't know if you guys want me to check out more of these. This was something stupid I decided to kind of do on a whim because I really like this Twitter. So we'll call this a flag review 0.5 episode. It's not like a full thing. Just kind of testing the waters with this one. This is my favorite Twitter. It really is. So I highly suggest you check it out. I will put a link to it in the description box below. And I also have a link to my own Twitter in the description box below. So if any of you want to follow me on there, you could do that. So that's about it. I guess it's time to call it a day. Thank you for watching. If you want more stuff like this, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. You got anything to say, bud? Well said. All right, we'll see you next time.